Welcome back, and this should be day 15 of 30 days of AL programming. And if you're working with Business Central, understanding some tables is important because um, when we enter transactions, we spoke about the primary entry point, and we do have also a secondary entry point, which is the document table. And for some users, it's the primary entry point. Ideally, a user shouldn't use the journal only for reversal or for maybe batch special transactions or from the code behind where the user is not even operating a customization where the journal is just operated automatically under the controls, then the journal should not be used. When we enter transactions like sales orders, purchase orders, or invoices, we aren't posting directly to the ledgers. Instead, we enter those transactions in document tables, and they act as a temporary holding area for these transactions and before they are posted to various ledgers. So we do have the document headers and document line.
Hii ni Tech na Msangi ya jishinde.com.
And if we take the example of the sales invoice, which I am in, so we have maybe the customer number, customer name. The top section will have that shipping details, document number, and which can be stored in the header. And then the primary key of the, let me just key in first, this customer, so that we generate the primary key. And the name of the customer will be displayed there. And for these, like for these sales invoice example, the primary key ideally will be the number because it's shared by sales invoice and the sales order and the sales credit memo. Then the primary key will ideally be the invoice. It will have a composite key of the document type, which is an enum, and the number, which is a code of 20 mostly, and to enable it remain unique based off the particular table number that we are using, then we'll have both like the enum and the number for the primary key. All right. But ideally, a document table will just have the one primary key, and if it's only used for one purpose, then it will not be having the type. But in most Business Central scenario, we have the document type because they share most of the fields and the syntax. So there was need to save space and have only one table, and mostly because it's also a temporary table, a buffer, and definitely, so it will be displayed with a document. There is a list, and then which opens this document. Okay, it will the document table uses a document page. There's a type of page known as the document page, so it uses a document page, and we will have a document line table that is linked, which ideally contains the list part. And if I click on the line, I can see we have a document type, and we do have another document number which links to the document table, and then the line number, which still uses the auto split key to automatically generate the number. The other thing with the line is the line will contain more information than the document table because now it will have those transaction details. Okay, what else is missing from our document table scenario? What happens when we post a document? It goes to a document history table. Like there is the sales invoice header for the posted sales invoice. If I open the posted sales invoice, I'll definitely see the document uh, posted sales invoice. I'll definitely see the document sales invoice header, which is the document history table. So those are some of the characteristics of the document table. And if you look at just a recap, they store transaction level information, and lines, they store item and service details. And these tables work together to allow flexible multi-line transactions. And when posted, it's copied to the document history table for long-term record keeping. So understanding document table is key to navigating BC development, troubleshooting, and customization, because oftentimes you'll find that you will really be using this document table pattern either by extending it, or could be you might need a customization that involves the lines. Then you might be able to need this also as well. So this is the document table in Business Central. I will see you when we finally look at the setup tables.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one.